right.
I looked at the.
Welcome to the second episode of the SoundBox Podcast. I'm your host, Brad, Big Nate, Chilibox, Cumbox, whatever you want to call me. And I have my two lovely co-hosts, Sebastian.
I'm your assistant, not a co-host.
I'm telling you, I'm going to rip that mustache off and put it in my butt. And my other lovely co-host, Johnny Boy. You know. I want to make love to him, but you know how it is. So I guess we can get this on the.
Okay.
I guess we can get this on the road. Start off strong, John. You sit when you wipe. How do you wipe? Let's start off. How do you wipe? Let's start off.
Brad, we've talked about this. Dude, I swear. I swear. Okay, listen. We talked about this the other day. I'm going to go ahead and make it clear. I'm very lazy as a person, and so what had happened was that, and I don't know if this was nurture or what, or if my parents had told me to do it. But dude, like when I sit on the toilet, the throne, dude, it's back to front. Like I'm a back to front guy, and you've said it. I've heard a lot of people say it. They're just like, dude, that's nasty, man. That's so nasty. And I'm just like, why? Like, I'm not getting shit on me or anything. And they're like, yeah, but you get shit on your balls, bro. I'm just like, I don't. Like,
it just sounds horrible. It sounds like you're a menace to society when you wipe
yes.
back to front. I personally, I'm a stand-up wiper, front to back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an arson with it. I'm clean. I'm dirty with it. You know, I use the baby wipes.
I can't.
But it's like, I always thought it was a myth, a legend that people wipe back to front. It can't be real. And then our fellow podcaster here broke the news to us late Saturday night.
It prevents me from having to stand up. Yeah.
Are you just?
That is true.
Well, how do you wipe, Sebastian? Go ahead and give your intake on this. Give your rebuttal. Your rebuttal. Go ahead.
I mean, I just wipe front to back because, like.
Are you stand-upper or are you a sit-downer?
All right, so like I sit down now, but when I lived at my dad's, I used to stand on the toilet.
What? What do you mean stand on the toilet? You like?
I used to stand on the toilet and squat.
Are you afraid of the floor?
It's amazing.
What?
Nah, bro, because like
this can't be
poop
real.
come out
This is
easy.
a fucking joke. All right, it's over.
It comes, dude. It's so much easier. To shit if you're squatting.
I'm a large man.
That's why they had made the squatting.
Wait,
potty,
so
bro.
let me get this. So you're shitting, right? You're sitting down, feet on the ground. You're like, okay, I'm done. So you crawl on top of the toilet and squat on the bowl, right? And then you wipe.
Like a gargoyle. Yeah.
This is unreal. This is unreal.
It's not a joke. I use it. That's how I use it.
Can you like
poop.
record that and send it to me?
Yeah, I got you.
I just want to archive that for in the future when I'm 80 years old. My grandkids were like, "What was it like when you were a kid, Dad?" I'm gonna show them that video of you wiping your ass, and just live it up. Other than that, talk about from one shitty thing to another. John, you started playing League. How do you feel?
Yeah, no, you guys have told me. I've heard multiple people in our Discord server. Don't do it. Don't play
care
League.
about you. I'm representing.
But I had played it. I think you were at work, Brad, and then Sebastian went to bed. Whatever. I was playing it with Noah, and I had played with Noah that whole night. And I find it interesting because it's not as bad as Overwatch.
I agree. Okay. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. 1 point in John, 0 points Brad.
It can be very complex if you want it to be. There's so much stuff that you can do. Like if you want to use Q to hop over a thin wall, you can, and you don't even like. You didn't even realize that you could do stuff like that. It's just.
There you go.
Yeah, like it's just very very complex, but it's interesting, and I've never played anything like it, and I personally think that it's fun. You guys have said that, like, don't do it. It's bad. You'll hate yourself.
Well, John,
this is.
You're pushing on at least 2 hours of gameplay. Maybe one game in PvP. But when you hit that almost 1,000-hour mark, and you're like, damn, this game blows. Because it's like, mentally, I think it's a good game to play with friends, okay? Sometimes, depending on the friend you're playing with. But overall, I think it is just a shitty game. See, a lot of the professionals and pros, even T1 himself, Tyler 1, the face of League of Legends, says, I wouldn't play this dog shit game if they didn't pay me. If they didn't pay me, I'd be playing something else right now. Like, that's literally how it is. And it's an okay game, right? I do think it's better than Overwatch. But the problem is, when you get into the heat of League, because you're just at you're at the bottom of the hill, and you're going over that crest. Once you get that peak, shit goes down. It goes crazy. And it's a good game, but the problem is when people play it, for a while, they're like, oh, this is fun, and then they quit playing it. And then they start playing it again, and then they get addicted to it.
Well, does it start to feel like plastic or something? Does the game start to feel like plastic? Because I could only imagine after like 1,000, 2,000 hours, like especially like if you play an MMO or something like that, it just starts to feel like the same shit, different fucking day. Okay.
It can sometimes, because when you're playing against people, that it's because there's so many people in one game, anything can happen, right? You have your main core stuff. One laner feeds, the other one doesn't. Another laner feeds, the other one doesn't. It's just a simple repeat. And depending on the matchup and champs that the person fed, it could be the game over right there. If you feed a Riven, like I've seen multiple times, a Riven getting fed. If you feed a Riven hard, game's over. There's no coming back from that. Veigar, Caitlyn, champs like those, if you feed those super hard, there is no coming back from them. And it's very hard, and it gets emotional. It pisses me off when you're trying your best at a game and someone decides, no, I'm just gonna decide I don't want people having a good day. I'm gonna run it down on them. I'm gonna take their CS. I'm gonna purposely make them lose this game. I'm gonna get those enemies fed. So that's the only stuff that gets repeated a lot. You'll see that a lot. You'll see a lot of people in on purpose. That when you get to that peak, you're gonna see it almost every fucking day you play. It's just like you say, hey, can you like not do that? Like, okay, buddy, you too mad to play the game? I'll just run it down, and then it's over. Game's over.
Who is the champion that is a dog?
Nasus.
A wolf.
Susan.
Or something.
A wolf. Warwick.
Not Nasus. It's another one. I think so.
Hey,
yes.
Warwick's a wolf. Nasus is a dog.
Yeah.
I was my first PvP game. And I'm not even joking. And this was something that I had in my head. I was like, no wonder these guys fucking hate League so much. What had happened was that I was playing Malphite, and I was doing bot lane, and like he wasn't even like leveled up or anything, and it's like he one-shot me alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on right now? And he just kept on killing me and getting gold. And it just got to the point. Yeah, I was like, it just got to the point where it was just like, okay, I was telling Noah, I was like, there's nothing that I can do here.
Was
like,
he in the bot
really
lane, or
don't
was
know
he
what
in
to
the
do.
jungle coming down to bot lane?
He was in bot lane.
See, okay, here's another thing. In League of Legends, Warwick is a jungler, okay? He's supposed to be in the jungle. In League of Legends, it's so unbalanced, you can take any champ in any role, and it'd work. One of the number one top laners for a long time was a support character named Soraka. Absolutely a fucking menace to a society. She could heal. She couldn't heal herself, only with her R, but she could heal, which her W was useless, but she done so much damage, any tank or any DPS dealer would come up to her, and she just one-shot them. And the game, they don't balance the game. Even Riot employees, you'll catch them streaming. And this is when Akshan, the new character, when you started playing, the new character just came out. And there was this League streamer who created 3 League champs. Viego, Veigar, and I forgot who the other one was. I think it was Fizz. This is Fizz. And they asked him, it's like, hey, is Riot going to keep releasing characters, or are they going to fix the game? And he said, probably the first one. It's like, their support team is almost useless. and like they don't balance anything. So the game is in a constant downfall, and I honestly give it another like 2 years, and that game will probably be dead. It's been around a long time, and I think it's coming to its downfall, especially with Action introducing reviving into the game. Who's to say the next champ won't have that, or the next one, you know? And then if you can revive, and they just keep adding these stupid mechanics. See, when Kane came out, there was no champ that can walk through walls. None of them. Kane's main mechanic is he can walk through walls, which is insane. A lot of people say that was a downfall league. I believe is when Samira came out and they decided to write a novel on each passive. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. And then
Aphelios.
Yeah, and Aphelios. It just you didn't go through League when Aphelios and Samira started. That's when a lot of people quit playing the game. Aphelios was so unbelievably broken. He could 1v5 at level 2. Just kill everyone without hesitating, and it was like ridiculous. And then same thing with Samira. Samira, her ult doesn't have a cooldown, or it didn't at the time. So she could use it, and just keep using it on repeat. Like who passes this through the test servers? Because everyone in the PvE servers, which is a beta testing server, which it's free to play in, they're like, hey, this is a really bad idea. Do not release this champ. Release it. New skins. New champ next week. That's riots. They're literally grabbing money. And trust me, I've spent a little over $3,000 on this fucking game. I know they're taking my money, and I know they're outside my house right now with my wallet, ringing that shit up. It's just, I think they should quit releasing champs. Just quit and fix the old champs. Sorry, but.
Can you explain to me what the cream team is?
Oh, well, my mom and her... no. What do you mean the cream team?
Y'all keep on talking about, are you on the cream team?
Are you on the cream team?
Yeah.
Did we squirting? What does it smell like? What does it taste like?
That's what I'm saying.
I smelled that.
There was a meme with this guy dressed like Donatello from Ninja Turtles, and it was this huge paragraph on it, and he goes, are you on the cream team, or do you squirt? What does it smell like? Can I see it? What the inside look like? Can I smell it?
See, I thought this was a league reference, and I don't know why, but
no, not everything we say is a league reference. Majority of it though is. But other than that, we'll lead our way from League, and we'll talk more about childhood. But because before I played League, I was a baby. You know, my innocence was strong. Okay. After playing League, I feel like I've aged. I feel like I've aged a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Sebastian went from looking 13 to 21. So.
Look at Nova, bro.
Oh yeah, it's Nova, bro. She in her cone. Nova. Nova. Nova.
What the dog doing?
Nova, I'm here. What's the dog doing? All right, well. I don't think she's paying attention.
What did that dog do? That's the...
What, why she has a cone on?
For real.
Oh, she got injured. And she's trying to chew at her stitches, so we have to put her cone on her to make sure she doesn't do it. We don't keep it on her all the time, but we keep it on her for a good amount of time, and then we take it off, and if we see her nibble on them again, we just throw it on her.
I'm gonna nibble on you.
Here's my pussy.
Here's my pussy.
All right, talking about childhood, though, before my youth, well, during my youth, before League, you guys like cartoons?
Yep.
Talk about childhood cartoons. What was your what did you watch Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, or Disney Channel growing up? What you watching?
Cartoon Network, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
All the way. Yeah. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched everything on Cartoon Network. Like, that was, like, literally my childhood. It was, like, everything that came on there, even, like Tom and Jerry, fucking Courage, Cowardly Dog, Ed, Edd n Eddy, even Powerpuff Girls, and, like, all this other shit like that. And then that shit was awesome. I did also watch Nickelodeon just for actually, I take that back. When I was little, I didn't like SpongeBob at all. I liked watching Dora.
Okay. Fair.
For some reason, when I turned like 7 or 8, I watched SpongeBob. But But before I was even in school, I watched Dora, and every time SpongeBob came on, I was like,
Bro, you guys knew how it worked. Okay, I'll go ahead and explain this to you. So, back in the day, when we had the cable, it's still a thing now. Believe it or not, it's still a thing. The channels. I remember, what was channel 55? It was FX, bro.
Okay, so
Yeah,
37, Nickelodeon.
yeah, bro. 59.
What was 59? Cartoon
Cartoon
Network.
Network.
baby.
29?
Nope.
Disney? That was Disney.
Nope. Listen, I never watched it, but listen, at night, be watching Cartoon Network, and then some dope stuff would come on Comedy Central.
Adult Swim.
Yeah.
You talking Adult Swim or Comedy Central?
Both, dude. Both. Here's what I do. So, like, before 8 or 9, before Adult Swim would come on or whenever, I would, like, hit the back button on that channel and watch, like, Comedy Central and make sure my parents weren't watching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, we'll
No,
take
it's fine. It's not that. It's
Okay.
really not that hard
Okay.
to sync up the audio, even if.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're back at it. Okay, you're talking about cartoons, John. Adult Swim.
oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, like, Adult Swim would come on. And I was saying, like, sometimes I would, like, switch back to Comedy Central to watch something like South Park or something, and then I'd hear my parents come back in, and then I would switch it back up, but it'd be on, like, Adult Swim. And then I would get in trouble. Like, in reality, I was supposed to hit 37, go back to Nickelodeon, watch Full House or something. You know what I'm saying? But because Nick at Night, like, all the cartoons went off at night. But yeah, dude, Cartoon Network was it.
See, one of the worst childhood memories I have is the horrifying nightmare at 3 a.m. when I leave the TV on and George Lopez is playing.
That was the thing,
And I start screaming.
The thing is, that's not even a meme. That's real.
I
That
know.
was real for all. Like, I want to sit here and say, yeah.
It happened a lot to me when I was younger, and it really upsetted me. I mean, now I can no longer watch George Lopez, having horrible memories.
It wasn't that great of a show. I didn't like it. I didn't find it funny. You know what show that I watched as a kid
What?
that made no sense to me, but the more I grew older, the more sense it made, and it made me want to go back and watch it. King of the Hill.
King of the Hill, bro.
See,
Yeah.
when I was younger, I hated that show.
Yeah,
Just
me
because
too.
That was the only show my grandparents only watched. And they're like, Bradley, you remind me of Bobby. And I was like, don't you ever say that again.
That show is fucking amazing because okay, so like seeing your grandparents are like probably like super conservative, right?
Both
Yeah.
of them, yeah.
Well, King of the Hill is not a conservative show in any way, shape, or form. And that's the funniest thing about it because the guy, Mike Judge, it's like the whole show is literally making fun of, it's literally just making fun of those people.
You know something funny? My grandfather, who watched it, his name's Oscar, he looked like Hank. And he also wore white t-shirts and he had the farmer's tan. And it was like, he literally lived his life. The only thing that was missing was a junkyard.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And he was like, this is the best show ever. I swear to God.
I think that show is just
But-
very simple comedy, and that's why I like it.
It is. It feels too surreal sometimes.
Yeah.
Which, it's really good. I don't know. It's just, it reminds me of like a Napoleon Dynamite kind of comedy. Did you guys ever like Napoleon Dynamite?
I know.
You guys been a
I
fan of
didn't
that
really
movie?
watch it.
Really? That movie fucking... Okay, I forgot how much it made in the box office, but it severely flopped, right? Bad. But after it was released, it became one of the #1 movies ever. And it's incredible how simplistic that movie was shot off like $130. And like, I don't think it did that bad in the box office, but it didn't do that good either. But I know when it actually came out on DVD, that movie fucking skyrocketed in popularity. And it's a good movie. I think it's funny, but it's just weird. Speaking of movies,
Dude.
you guys like
Yeah.
film? John, where's your intake on the movies?
See, the thing about Napoleon Dynamite, the girl, I've not seen that movie in such a long time. The girl that Napoleon liked where he sat down and he was like, do you drink skim milk because you
he
think
didn't
you're
like
fat?
her, though. That wasn't hit. He never liked her.
Okay.
That was Pedro's
well,
love.
okay, but she had like there was one scene, and I'll never forget this. And I actually think that this was a scene. They shot the scene, and there was just mayonnaise on her face right here.
It was. It was. They originally were gonna edit that out. They're like, no, it's too real. Keep it in because they wanted the movie to be so real. That's why it only cost $130 because they used someone's house. They rented out for $50 because they didn't live there, and then they asked the school to film there, and they said, yeah, you can do it for free. And then it cost like some money to get a van, and then they already had the cameras and stuff, and they filmed it. Like it probably wasn't that low of a budget, but it was extremely low. Like it cost near nothing to make that movie.
I kind of want to look at the budget now.
Go look. I'm gonna look at it. See what yonder.
400,000, which is like that.
That
400,000 is
cheap.
really, really low for a movie.
But how much money did they make off the movie?
Box office,
I know they
46 million. Yeah.
So they made their money's worth.
Yeah.
Because like it's incredible how good that movie actually was, how simplistic it was. Oh my God, she sneezed on me. The cat sneezed on me.
I love the feeling of a cat just sneezing on your neck.
I think she's sick. Go ahead. Fall down. You're good. I got you.
Speaking of movies,
sorry.
I don't know what kind of movies like you guys necessarily watch, but here
Anything with Adam Sandler. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I hear recently I've watched a lot of horror movies. Like I've watched probably one or two almost like at least not this week, but like when Paula would come over and all this other stuff like that, we literally watched one or two like every single night. And I don't know what when I watch movies, I kind of just enjoy all of them, but because I'm not like a fucking stupid movie critic. Well, that's a different topic, but like I don't know. I think like me and Paul have like the same opinions when it comes to movies, but I showed her. I don't know if anyone's ever watched Sinister. Have you watched Sinister? Yes. Okay, so yeah. I watched Sinister 2 with her because the first one wasn't on Netflix, but I watched the second one, and she fucking hated it. And she said the reason she hated it is because it was too fucking real. Because that movie, oh god, it's so good. Like it's like the first one, but like on crack. It's got domestic abuse. It's got like kids also being abused. It's like way too fucking real. Like it hits too close to home. That's why we were like, that's why we didn't like it, or I liked it. I thought it was cool. I don't know. It's because I don't really care if a movie like hits too close to home or some shit like that. I think that's the good parts because like I don't want to watch a horror movie to like sit there and just be like, oh yeah, it's cool, and then like I want it to like make me fucking shiver, like. but like most of them kind of don't. But like it's because. I don't know.
Well, what's your favorite horror movie? as of right now.
Well, I mean, that's a loaded question, and I don't know because I watched like every single Conjuring movie. I've watched like that whole series of movies, and I'll be honest, I know how good those movies are, like to everyone else, but I don't really find them to be a good. They're not scary at all. Like the plot is there. Like I love the plot of the movie, and I love the characters and the actors who play them. But other than that, like the movie, I don't really. It's not really that scary. But I think like my favorite one recently is called Apostle, It's basically like set in like early 1900s, something like that. Sometime dealing with whenever people were moving away from England because of the church or something like that. Like that long ago, but it was like this group of people and that are moving to this island where they're like, no, they were like, we don't like the church. You have no taxes, no money. It's basically like it's a cult. They're just moving to a cult, and then this dude has to like save his sister. But it just so happens that the island itself is like only flourishing with life and stuff like that because there's like this weird like being that it's like a metaphor for Mother Nature, and they feed her fucking blood, and the more blood that they feed her, the more that she makes the life on the island flourish and shit like that. It's pretty cool, and it's also it's kind of gruesome, but I love the plot. So that movie's pretty busted. What's your favorite horror movie, Brad or John?
When I was growing up, you said gruesome. When I was growing up, my favorite horror movie series was the Saw films. I loved the Saw movies. Okay. I when I was little, I grew up. My mom and dad like turned them on. Like, okay, here you go, bye. And they're like, okay, oh wow, the guy just got his head snapped off. And it was like, I just really loved them. But growing up, they're like, I realized how bad movies they really are. This trap, if you do not suck my cock, you're gonna die. And he's like, oh, well, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. And he gets his head blown off. And it's just really stupid. But my favorite horror movie is probably Alien.
Yeah, Alien's awesome.
Yes, no, absolutely. Yeah.
I honestly I have a list of number 2 would honestly my favorite series would probably be The Quiet Place now. The first 2, like
it's pretty banging movies.
The Quiet Place is so fucking good. I love them. I don't really find any movies scary nowadays. I just love the horror effects of it. I haven't got scared of a movie in a long time. I think the last time I was scared of a movie when I was like younger, and I used to watch the old TV special of It.
Oh yeah.
And that was like the last time I really got, shaking in my boots. But other than that, I think my favorite one's Alien. Alien's that's why my dog's named Ripley. I just fucking Daisy Ripley. Sheesh.
So regarding that, I have 3 things to talk about in regards to those horror movies in general. So like, I do want to go ahead and mention that my favorite horror movie of all time will be The Thing.
Yeah.
But my second favorite that's important, that is modern, that it's actually super good. It's an indie film, but it's still a horror movie. Bone Tomahawk. I don't know if you guys have seen Bone Tomahawk. It's a bunch of dudes, Western boys, just some boys. These cannibals were fucking with them, right? And so they got together. Oh, all right, dude, we're gonna go down there in that cave. We're gonna kill all them fucking cannibals. No, actually, the cannibals came and took like the princess or whatever, and they're like, we gotta get our fucking princess back. And so like they just travel across the land, just killing these fucking cannibals, and finally get into a cave. And it's probably like one of the best horror movies I've fucking seen because it's so cool. It's like some Red Dead Redemption shit, but it's quality. Like it's super good. But then the only movie that I'm actually scared of is It.
That's Dalton's It or The Thing?
It.
It. Okay.
The TV special.
That's what the last time I was afraid of the movie.
Right, I would hide under the coffee table as a kid when that would be on, because they wouldn't change it, and it was just terrifying to me.
Yeah,
and then what had happened? Yeah, right, they came out with the movies, recently, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, actual movies. I was scared in the movie theater, like just because of like that PTSD, and it was far worse than what I could ever imagine the TV special to be. Yeah. The beginning scene, it shows him like biting this kid's arm off. It is surreal. I've never seen that in a movie, a kid get that injured. I don't know. It's
dude.
pretty wild.
See,
Sorry.
no, go ahead. When I was little, my grandma, she's dead now. But my grandma, she used to make me watch the It movie on repeat because I was afraid of it, right? She was like, after it ended, she made me watch it again, and I would have to sit in the living room in the dark and watch it. I don't know why, but that was her thing. So as I got older, I was always afraid of clowns. Like, I couldn't be near clowns. But I watched it again when I was older, and I was like, why am I afraid of this? This is just Tim Curry. And like, I just can't unpicture Tim Curry as Pennywise now. I'm going to fuck you. Like, I don't know a Tim Curry impression, but like Tim Curry was like, he's literally Nigel Thornberry, and it's hard to unsee that. And it's just, I don't know. He helped Kevin, in the lobby. He was trying to sabotage Kevin in the Home Alone 2. Monster.
Yeah.
But I like the new movies.
Yeah, I thought the TV, like Tristan, my brother, you guys know him, people don't know, but he didn't like it because, I mean, like, it was scary. Like, the TV special, he said he was terrified of it. But the new, dude, even like the first one, bro, and like, I think it's the first one and second one, like the scene where it's like the two like gay dudes and shit, that's fucked up. Like, there's so much fucked up shit in that movie. It was because Stephen King is a fucking psychopath.
Did you read the book?
Yeah, the book's even more fucked up.
The book was way worse. Like, okay, so at the end of, I don't know, John, did you ever read the book? Do you know what happens in the book?
No.
Okay, this is a little thing. So at the end of the first part, because the book is 2 parts. The first part is them as kids. The second part is them as adults, right? So the first part, at the end of it, after they killed Pennywise so-called killed in the cave, they decided, you know what would bring us closer? If we had sex, a huge orgy. So in the book, Stephen King wrote in detail a sex scene between all those kids, describing their private parts, it literally everything. And I was like, what is this man on?
Yeah.
And
I did not know that. But it's just like, it describes why everybody's just connected to Beverly in the movie, I guess. I don't know.
Well, they wanted to bring them closer. But then I don't know why, it was just like too much. And in the beginning of the second part, it's the beginning of the book with the whole, them killing that gay couple, and it was like brutal. Like, it was brutal in the movie, and it hurt, like, watching that. Like, I hated watching that part. And in the books, I hate reading that part. It's like horrible. Like, the books, it makes it way worse. They make it way worse in the book. And it's like, I don't know about that. People are like, that's the best book ever. Like, it's hard for me to read that shit.
Like, I mean, dude, these people under like 17, like these 13 to 17-year-olds, fucking edgy teens, like, that I grew up with, they fucking salivate over this like really fucked up shit that's in books and stuff. It's like, what is wrong with you? Take some fucking Klonopin or like, I don't know, Zoloft or something. I don't fucking know. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, the first, the newer movies are amazing. I personally think that they are just so good.
The first one, like the new first one, the chapter 1 was really good. Like, I think it was good as a horror movie, and it had some comedy aspects. I thought the second one was trying way too hard to be a comedy instead of a horror movie. Which, don't get me wrong, I still liked it a lot. I love the
second one. It's so
the second
funny.
one, my favorite scene from the second one, if anyone hasn't watched it, chapter 2, sorry, spoiler alert, but my favorite part is when Eddie is in the bathroom as an adult, and he opens the curtain, and the bully's there, and he stabs him in the face, and then he just, like, puts the curtain back and, like, walks away, and he's like, he stabbed me in the fucking face. And he goes, hey guys, Butch is in the shower. and it was like, it was so fucking funny because, like, he, like, didn't scream. He, like, got stabbed. He stabbed him back, grabbed his face. He goes, hey guys, Butch is in the shower. That was, like, the best part. And then where Bill Hader was, like, they were at the end of fighting Pennywise. And he's like, take this, you mother. And, like, that beam of light hit him and he dropped everything. It's honestly a really good movie. A lot of people did not like it. A lot of people, but
I loved it.
I'm glad what they did with the remake. And I wonder when we're older, let's say we're 60, are they gonna remake it again?
I don't know why they would at this point.
Because if you think about it, they're already remaking stuff, you know?
Watch them remake Lord of the Rings. It'll piss me off. It will piss me off if they remake that shit. The first 3 Lord of the Rings movies
were amazing. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Nothing could top them. I've never seen any. It was just way ahead of its time. It's so good. And look, they're just going to do it for a cash grab, if anything, if they do.
Mm. It's crazy to think right now that we talk about all these remakes that are coming out, you know, and then, like, new Spider-Man, for example. You know, we have had 3 Spider-Man. You know, we're not going to count the older ones. We're going to count the now ones. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland. What's to say they're not going to let this torch die, right? They're not going to let something die without grabbing as much money as they can from it possible.
True.
So let's say in about 40 years, we're going to have another Spider-Man, and we're going to be old fuckers sitting in our chairs going, that's not my Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna
That's juvenoia. It's just juvenoia. Everybody experiences it. My father, he's like, this old music is the best. Or, you know, same thing with this old music is the best. And a lot of people aren't willing to listen to newer music because of juvenoia. Like, music nowadays, like, it's just juvenoia.
Mhm.
And that's how it's going to be when we get older.
Which sucks.
And there's nothing we can do to stop it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to stay young forever.
Agreed.
But I don't know. Moving on from that, I want to since I don't want to bring the conversation back into League, so we're not. We're gonna talk about Pokemon Unite. Have you guys heard anything about this or read anything?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
So me and Dalton actually plan on playing it sometime soon. Probably Tuesday. We're gonna probably stream it and shit. I'm really excited for it. People have been comparing it to MOBAs, and they say Pokemon Unite is the S tier MOBA when League is an F. Makes sense. I agree. And I haven't played it. I know there's a bunch of controversy going on about it because you can consider it pay to win because it technically is. Because they have items. You know how like you build items in League Smashing?
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
In that game, what you do is you pick 3 items and you take it into battle with you, right? But you start off at level 1, and as you play the game in general, like after it's like, oh, you played this many games, it's now level 2, so it's stronger. So it increases your max damage, it increases your max HP, it does so much of this stuff. So let's say level 1, you get a plus 36 damage when you go into battle if you have that item on. Well, you can buy currency for the game, spend it in game, and with that you literally can upgrade those items for free not free but actual currency. In total it costs $260. So instead of having a level 1 item that gives you plus 36 health, you have a level 30 item that gives you plus 1400 health, and you can go in there on your first game ever and just win, dominate, do what you want. You know, no one can stop you. And that's the only issue I find with it, but I do not plan on spending money on this game. I know a lot of people have. I'm here to play it for fun. It's a Pokemon game, and most of the people playing it are children. So I'm just trying to stop on some kids.
Straight up.
Trying to ruin someone's day. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited. But yeah.
I want to go ahead and talk about a clone that's actually failing in regards. You know, I don't have anything to say about Pokemon Unite. I don't know much about it, but I know that on Steam, I think one of you were looking at my Steam. I think I had streamed it in the Discord server, and you guys were looking at my Steam account. But you saw something called Temtem.
Yeah.
I know what that is. I know what it is. I don't know. I didn't see you streaming. I know what that is.
I had played so much of that game, and I honestly thought to myself, this is better than Pokemon. Okay? People really missed the old Pokemon games. They didn't like the new stuff, so they're like, okay, we're just going to make a gen. We're going to do this. We're going to make all these different types of Temtems, and instead of Pokeballs, we're just going to catch them with some fucking cards.
Mm-hmm.
Cards, you know? And so it was like, I'm digging this. It's different. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects to it, and there's different types of team building and, like, different ways you can breed and do stats, and it was fine. But I thought it was the best thing ever until they came out with a few updates, and it had something. I don't know if you guys remember this in Pokemon, but they had radars
Yeah.
for shinies. They did that, and it was like your chances from getting I think it was like a 1 out of 100,000 chance or something crazy. I don't know. They put it down to like 1 out of 500 chance. So it was like everybody's running around with a shiny, and so like your Temtem no longer feels special.
Right.
And then on top of that, they just got lazy, and they would not update the game, and they're just a lazy team, and I just didn't like the game anymore. Like, and a lot of things were busted. You know, like there was ranked matches and everything. Everything was busted, and everybody was using the same meta, the same. Like, if I go in playing Pokemon, or if I go in playing Temtem, I want to use my own team instead of having to use this stupid-ass meta team to win. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I stopped playing that. But I've never heard of Pokemon Unite. But Temtem's garbage. Don't play it.
Is it?
The community is toxic.
Is it?
Yes, it's so toxic. It's weird because it's like a Pokemon game. I just don't like it.
Well, so how many devs are on it? How many people work on that game?
It's a team called Crema. I'd say a lot, honestly.
Okay, so it's not like a small team.
They have their own Discord server. A lot of people get banned from it for just stupid shit. Because the guy, he I think, from what I've heard, he tries to be like this dictator in his Discord. He's just, I guess he's running his Discord the wrong way, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's not as big as Pokemon, bro, but I've seen Valheim, a small team like that, make a huge ass game, and Temtem would have to be more simple due to the fact of it's not as graphically demanding and blah blah blah. Or, well, maybe what's Hollow Knight? Okay, Hollow Knight. Let's talk about Hollow Knight. You know how big that game is?
Right.
Okay, 2 people. 2. But I think what had happened was that Team Crema, who made Temtem, when it came out, they didn't expect it to blow up as much as it did. And then they were just like, what the fuck do we do now? So...
Well, I like these majority. I like a lot of small teams, like the people that made Phasmophobia. It was made like by one guy, wasn't it? And,
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a new FPS out called Split. I played it a long time ago when it was in alpha, and it's still, I think it's in beta now, and it's a fun game. I don't plan on really playing it that much. Okay, I think it worked.
We'll take it.
Okay, where do we leave off? Anyone remember?
Your mama.
We're talking about Pokemon Unite.
I was
like
playing
that.
Splitgate. Splitgate is a new
Split.
FPS. Someone. What? What'd you say? Look. Splitgate has a new system implemented. I think most people need to implement in games. They have a new banning system. If you get caught cheating, you are banned. Not only are you game banned, you're software banned. You cannot make it permanently. You only get one chance, they said. They go, if you're banned, permaban, software ban. You cannot create another account. We're not dealing with it. And
take notes, Brad and Sebastian.
Literally, they were like, okay. Well, people were like, no one's cheated on the game. No one's cheated on the game because if they got, I think a few people have, but they got permabanned. And they're like, well, don't cheat on this game, guys, because they're not joking. They'll literally permaban you forever.
Then that's how it should fucking be.
You can't make a new account and download it. You literally are your software banned, which is incredible. I think League needs to do that.
You can't even go and make a new account on Steam.
Nope, you are fucked. You're absolutely. I like that they're doing that. I really do. I think that more people should do that. Other than that, League of Legends fucking sucks. I'm just putting it out there.
He's speaking the truth.
You went so loud, Sebastian. Your mic.
Hold up.
Okay. What, John?
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait. This is the perfect time to do something like this. If Sebastian's screaming like this, and if he's
Play us a little melody.
just straight up,
Uh-huh.
no, dude, I'm going to. You guys should be able to hear it.
Okay, let's hope.
Okay. I should be able to hear it through my. I don't think that the Discord will be able to hear it, but that's okay.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Anyone wanna buy this? I don't want it anymore.
That's how I'm gonna start selling shit.
I found something last night called the Cathedral Organ.
You just cast a spell on me? That sounds like a Dark Souls area.
Let me see if I can. I'm just gonna share it real quick.
Okay.
Play fucking Fort's theme.
No, Ma. No, it fucked me up. It fucked me up. Hold on.
Oh wait. Oh no.
John,
Wait.
it fucked everything up.
I don't think you can stream it.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
because
it
we're
went-
streaming. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was. Dude, So. I went to sleep, and I know this sounds weird. I went to sleep in a Discord server last night.
In this one? What server?
No, I was just in a call with Perry and Allie. I was sleeping.
Oh,
And what had happened, Perry had fell asleep, and I got on this keyboard because she was watching my stream, and I was like playing the organ. I was like, "Perry, wake up! You're at church." Like, just like super loud, and she was so annoying, bro. I was just
Perry,
like
wake up.
wailing these chords, like.
Barry, wake up! You're at church. That hurt my fucking gut. I love that. That's like, there's certain quotes, and that's when Perry, wake up, you're at church. I want that as a quote. Like, I wanted that on a t-shirt. I recently did the review over the super mega song DTF, Down to Fish.
Mhm.
And there's a certain quote from that song I really want, like, a tattoo on my ass cheek or something. Like, down in the marinas, licking on penises. Like, you know how funny that'd be able to have? But I just like good quotes, and that's a good quote.
Well, you know what you also did? You made a review of dipping your balls in soy sauce.
I did. I made a review about dipping my balls in soy sauce.
And how was it? Tell me.
Horrible. Who would do that? It was cold.
Try
It was
teriyaki sauce
awkward.
next time, bitch.
I said I would. I said I would try teriyaki sauce next time. But, like, it was just cold. My balls were aching. I was just very awkward. I was, like, sitting there. I looked like you wiping your ass on top of the toilet. I was, like, dipping my balls, and I looked up into the mirror, and I went, oh, is this what life's come to? A man dipping his balls in soy sauce for what? An entertainment from his wife?
Yeah, mama.
Yeah, mama. It was cold. Are you guys gonna try it one day? You guys, I'll come help. I'll bring the soy sauce and the mat.
I ain't a motherfucking ball koozie, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's horrible. I wouldn't try it. It's like
See, I have reduced sodium soy sauce, and they're in the Lazy Susan.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I might. It just depends.
I didn't taste shit. You know what I tasted? Nothing. I look like a fucking idiot. I smelled soy sauce, and my balls smell like soy sauce. And, like, I took a shower, and my balls still, like, smell like soy sauce. I think my balls are now 83% balls, and the rest of it's soy sauce. Like, it absorbed like a sponge. My nuts are bigger. They're colder still.
They
I
still
don't
smell
know.
like soy sauce. It's like
Always.
a fucking Chinese dinner now.
Honey, I made some rice. Keep me some soy sauce and just dump my balls in it.
Hey, dude, I'd go down on a man if his balls smelled like soy sauce, bro.
Salty.
Straight up.
Would you speaking of going down on men, what's the lowest what's
Speaking of going down on men.
what's the lowest amount of money someone had to pay you to give head?
Zero.
Zero. For
Free.
free, bro. Hey, it's tax-free weekend.
-$2.
You know what that means.
I gave them money, and then
I'd pay them to let me suck on their nuts. Should I bring the whipped cream? Bring the soy sauce. We out here. We spiced it. We spiced it up. Bring the grill out here too.
Bring the chopsticks, bro.
Dipping your balls in spicy mayo.
Got me swallowed dripped on the side of me.
shrimp sauce, you know.
Gobble me, swallow me, dripped on the side of me. But yeah. You guys have any? Sebastian, what's your next video idea? I realized you released a video about why my music is bad because you don't like me. Is that true?
I don't know. I think this next one is gonna target just like a different group of people. I'm gonna be testing out different things probably.
Mm.
This one was like shit about what I know, but like I also want to make other videos targeting other people to see which ones were gonna get the most views.
Right.
So, I mean, this one's at 9 views. I'll take it, bro. Like 9 views. Posted last night. I got a subscriber. I don't know if it's from that video, but I got a subscriber. I'm at 40 subs, bro. So I'll take it.
I'm at 16 last time I checked this morning. So.
Sick. Apparently,
I've
I've had almost fucking like I've had like 4,000 ish impressions this month or something like that, which is fucking weird because it means that 4,000 people have seen my shit, but they haven't actually like clicked on my video.
I only have 14 on my YouTube channel, but I had taken right before I decided to start working with Sebastian in regards to music, I had all of this music that wasn't mixed or mastered on my YouTube channel, and I got subscribers from that, but it was like now they're all gone. I took them all off because I'm using some of those songs on this album.
Right.
So.
Okay. I know the video I have ready for today. I'm gonna post it later. This will be out after it's already posted. So, yeah, I'm making a tier list on Guilty Gear. And it's a lot longer than I thought I wanted it to be. It's like 16 minutes long, but you know.
I kind of want to make like a stupid, either a tier list video or maybe like, I'm gonna be like, top 5 words that start with B. Number 1, Bobby. Number 2, bitch.
Number 3, bitch. Because you still a bitch.
Yeah, something like that.
I wanted
Baba Booey has to be in there. I
wanted a tier list, but I wanted to like go out and get burgers, like burger tier list, or like I don't know, ass tier list.
When I get money,
which boy's ass tastes better?
When I get money, we're gonna go out and we're gonna like, buy. Okay, so what we need to do is we just need to all go out. We all just need to buy like a burger from like as many fast food places as we can.
Get 1 Filet-O-Fish.
Oh, fuck.
That's not a burger. And for our S Plus tier, we bought a Filet-O-Fish. We know it's not a burger,
Can you
but
believe
you know,
this guy?
fuck you.
He ordered a Filet-O-Fish.
I'm sorry, Mr. Manager. Yeah, it's like, can I get a Filet-O-Fish? What? Can I get a Filet-O-Fish? I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. John, can you talk to this guy? Yeah, sure. Hey, it's manager. How can I help you? Yeah, can I get a Filet-O-Fish? This man wanted a Filet-O-Fish. That video is so good. He's like crying in his car. Alright, I guess we'll wrap it up right there though. Keep it nice and subtle. This was the second episode of the SoundBox Podcast. You guys got anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Yeah, mama.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll go ahead and shout our shit out. My name's Brad, big name, Chilibox. You can come check me out at my YouTube, Chilibox, or Twitch, twitch.tv/Chilibox. You can also find me on Pornhub if you go to the... I'm just kidding. No,
if you go
Sebastian,
to the gay men section.
Yeah. Sebastian, go ahead and shout your shit out.
You can find me... I'm not going to shout my Twitch, but you can find my YouTube. It's Kinsera. We'll have it in the description or whatever. Yeah. That's about it. Same thing for my Spotify.
Johnny boy.
It's down there for right now. Awetgoose, and also you can find me on Farmers Only. If you go under the tab where it says City Slickers.
Is there actually a City Slickers tab?
There should
Probably.
be.
I'll make a video on that. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys.
Only.
Thank you guys for listening. If you're watching on YouTube, you can check out our Spotify. If you're watching on Spotify, why aren't you on YouTube? I'm just kidding. Either one is fine. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.